time to head over to Morristown and Gordy Kosfeld for AM Minnesota talking Dam Days this morning, Gordy.
We are, John. And you'll be in the parade, right?
Yep, Jerry, me and Jerry and Paul, and yep, it'll be a good time.
All right, I'll be in the parade, and I'll be announcing the parade. I don't know how many years I've been doing that, but it's always a lot of fun to come over to Morristown. It's the first parade of the season, and maybe even the biggest parade of the season that I get to. We'll be doing the Dam Days parade, and, of course, as I mentioned this morning, won't be long after that. We got the Heritage Days parade. Of course, next weekend it'll be Bullhead Days parade. That's on a Sunday. This one's on Friday night. Tomorrow night is when the Dam Days parade is. We'll get some details here from Steve Nordmeyer in a moment. Certainly want to thank Phil's Coffee Shop for hosting our show today. And traditionally, we've been outdoors in the hot sun. I mean, there's a picnic table outside the bank that we sat at for many, 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 many years. Phil opened this shop up and was nice enough to open his doors to us. And we really appreciate it. So a big thank you to Phil's Coffee Shop here in Morristown. It's right across the street from Nordmeyer Brothers. Steve is tracking down some folks, I think, to join us here on the show. New Miss Morristown was crowned last night. They had the little Miss pageant as well, and I was told that Miss Minnesota was here. How cool is that? Morristown Community Center was absolutely packed for that event last night. Brianna Drevlo was Miss Minnesota. Gee, I wonder if she's related to the Drevlos in faribault. I'll have to find that out. So again, we appreciate Steve for joining us here this morning from Phil's Coffee Shop. We are doing our broadcast, Phil's Coffee Shop. So, Steve, you had a great crowd last night.
Yeah, Gordy. It was. We had the Queen coronation last night, kicked off at 7 o'clock. I bet I was there. We had 6 fire department members actually escort some of the visiting royalty in, and I bet there was probably 300-400 people there last night.
How cool was that? That was at the community center, right?
Yep, it was at the community center. We tried a different venue last year and it didn't work, so we were back at the community center this year. And the gals that run the program did a really nice job. Everything turned out nice. It was decorated just great. Between Sarah James and Steph Doom and Bev Dale. There's quite a few gals involved. Anna Meshke. They handle anything from the Queen coronation to the Little Miss.
So don't keep us in suspense here. Who is your Miss Morristown?
Our new Miss Morristown for Dam Days of 2018 is Isabella Kalis. Her parents are Jacob and Leslie Lee. She also won the talent contest last night.
What'd she do?
She did speaking. She spoke of a life experience, I would call it.
Okay.
It was very good.
Wow. That's one of the things I love about your pageant over here.
Yeah, very different. We had 2 singers, and we had one gal did her artwork designs. She displayed them and talked about them. All very good candidates, and it was a good, very good show.
Yeah, you had 4 of them, I understand.
Yeah, we had 4 girls this year. Of course, Isabella Kalis, and then her first princess is Alexis Morshing, and second princess was Heather Thompson, and third princess was Eleanor Whitney. And Eleanor Whitney also won Miss Congeniality.
All right, we're going to talk more about Dam Days, but right. Wow. You came back a little early here, didn't you?
It's 9:37. We didn't have any spots or anything to play, so.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't realize that. I told Steve he could go over and get something. He's coming back. Here he is. All right, we're here at Phil's Coffee Shop in Morristown. I'm not a coffee drinker. Are you a coffee drinker, Steve?
In the morning, that's about it.
Okay. So you make your own pot over there?
Oh, I actually do it at home. A lot of times that's the first thing I need, but when I wake up.
Oh, okay. But I've never been a coffee drinker, but I'm sure they have good coffee here at Phil's Coffee
Shop.
Yeah,
well, it's usually a bunch of guys that meet down here every morning, and then Fridays and Saturdays are really busy, and he's got usually donuts and rolls and treats and coffee.
He's almost cleaned out of the donuts and rolls.
I see that they're almost gone. I used to come over and get some all the time, but then I had to cut back on my sugar. So.
Yeah, there you go. Last year, I know he had brats there, and I had a couple of them, and a lot of people had brats after the parade over here at Phil's Coffee Shop, but I was talking to Phil before he hit the airwaves, and he's got a granddaughter that's celebrating her 16th birthday, so they're not going to do that this year.
Oh, yeah, that's too bad.
There's a guy that has priorities straight, though.
Yep, yeah, you got to do family first. So
I love that. And, of course, you got plenty of great food downtown in your firefighters and some of the other organizations.
We've only got 4 local food stands this year. Had a couple of them back out because of commitments. WEM they're involved with the state track this weekend. So
sure.
They were unable to have a food stand. So we've got 4 this year. The Morristown Fireman's Burger and Onion Ring stand, and we got North Morristown Community Club. We've got their stand, and then we've got the Girl Scouts. And a new one this year is Randy Splett, and he is doing his for the Morristown Morries baseball team. And they are some kind of deep-fried brat or something like that.
Okay,
on
sounds
that order.
interesting. Me, I go for the burgers over at the fire stand, and I love their onion rings. You won't find better onion rings, I don't think, anywhere.
Yeah, they've been a hit. We got a good recipe, and they've been a big seller for us.
And there's no question, folks, if you like onion rings, you'll love these. I guarantee it. So come on over, Morristown Dam Days. Actually, you got some events going on tonight, I see, over at Old Town Tavern.
Yeah, we got trivia at Old Town Tavern tonight with M&M. They usually do that on Thursday nights throughout the winter, and they always do it at Dam Days also. So tomorrow we got, in the afternoon, a euchre tournament at the community center. And it's $3 plus a Dam Days button. You don't need to bring a partner. They're going to pay out 5 places and drawings for prizes afterwards. The only requirement is to be knowledgeable in playing euchre. It's all air conditioned inside, tables, chairs, everything set up. So if you want to play some euchre tomorrow afternoon, come out to the community center.
Wow, sounds like fun. You always have a great car show over here too, Steve.
Yeah, it's, car shows are always so weather dependent. If it's raining in the morning, probably not going to get a lot. Now, I know they're talking 50% chance of rain Saturday, so it's like it can change a car show big time. It's if they're here and it rains, it's not so bad. But if you got to drive in the rain, you got to spend so much time cleaning up your car afterwards that some guys just, they don't take them out if it's raining.
Yeah, you don't blame them either.
It is what it is. It's a rain or shine show, so we have it no matter what.
I see that you mentioned the euchre tournament. Gold Star Amusements again is your carnival here.
Yep, great carnival. Been working with us for years. Mike and his crew. I think they do a bang up job. They got really nice rides. If we had more room, we could probably have more rides, but we're kind of restricted on how much area we got. But they always do it. They got a great crew to work with, and very good.
It seems like they're busy.
Yeah, they are. They still like coming to Morristown. Mike's a great guy. They're in Faribault too. They bought the Tilt-A-Whirl business or whatever. So very good.
Yeah, they're really good people. You're absolutely right. Local food stands, the beer garden opens at 5. The parade begins at 7.
Yep, our twilight parade, I think we got about 100 units. And there always just seems to be some latecomers, so there could be a few more than that. But my parade coordinator or chairperson of that, Paige Dale, does a great job. And we've got couple of new things in here this year. So it should be a good parade. We're talking good weather, too, so it should be good.
Yeah, we had how many years of no rain, and then you had a couple of years in a row.
Yeah, we had, 28, 29 years, something like that,
so
with no rain, and then it's a couple times. One night it really got rained out, but I know weather happens, so it seems like we got crazy weather this year, too.
So we're hoping for good weather tomorrow, and we're looking forward to it, of course, under the big top tent. You want to stay in town, folks, because the beer garden will feature the music by the Old Country Boys.
Yep, OCB, Old Country Boys, are a couple of Sarter brothers from Faribault, and we hired them for this year, and it's all it requires to get into the beer garden Friday night is just a button. And plus, we changed last year. Actually, nobody under 21, so it helps curb the underage drinking.
Right. $2 are buttons. That's all. $2. That's a pretty good deal.
Yep, $2 for a button. It gets into a lot of events or discounts at events. That money goes to help support and pay for our parade that we have every year.
And that's a great parade. We just talked about the 100 units of the parade, 7 o'clock start tomorrow night. And then it's the concert. And on Saturday, you got the kids fishing contest for those 16 and under at the city park.
Yep, and the SAL, Sons of American Legion, is sponsoring that again this year. I think they were buying about $1,000 in prizes. So, kids can come out and they can fish and have mom or dad with them and probably win something.
Yeah, 8 to 11 are the hours on Saturday morning. A co-ed volleyball tournament takes place. They got enough teams to do that.
Yep, that's full. Usually the co-ed volleyball fills up pretty fast, so
okay.
They always have a good turnout for that.
9 o'clock over by the baseball field. Is it too late to sign up if people wanted to sign up, or what do you think?
I think the co-ed volleyball, I believe, is full.
Okay.
If they got any questions or wondering if they're full, they can go to the morristownmn.org website, and they can get the phone number for the contact person off of there.
Sounds good. Let's see a farmer's market across from the mill.
Yep,
Saturday.
opening day of the farmer's market that we have in town. It's every Saturday throughout the summer, so it's hopefully you get a lot of people there for that.
And those are your hours every Saturday?
Yep, every Saturday from 9 to noon. And we have the medallion hunt starting a little bit earlier this year. Usually it started at 10 o'clock, but the person in charge wanted to start a little bit earlier because he's involved in some other things too. So that's going to start at 9 o'clock instead of 10.
And then people are going to love human foosball. I was telling Steve before he hit the airways, I did that over in Denison a few years back when it was hotter than blazes, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we got one of our committee members brought it to the committee quite a while ago and says, should we try this? So we decided to go ahead with it. Human foosball. It's going to be at the baseball field out on the outside of the fence out towards left field, so there's plenty of room. We had 3 guys volunteer to build the arena, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
So I know they had 4 teams signed up already. It's a 100% payback on entry fee. I think they were looking for 8 teams total to make it a tournament. So if you want to get a team together, you can get a hold of Lori Renke at 339-1098. Again, all this info is on the City Morristown website.
And I can tell you from personal experience, it's a lot of fun. So get a team together, you'll have a blast.
Should be something different. It's something to try and involve some different athletic people. You really don't have to be athletic. All you have to do is be able to kick a soccer ball and hold on to a piece of pipe.
Yeah, but the fun part about it was we had people of all ages. We had little kids and old guys like me and all kinds of ages. That was the fun part.
Yeah, it's kind of open to all ages. We're trying to keep it at the, I believe, 16 and above age for this first time around to see how it goes.
Sure.
We don't know about the littler kids yet. They might not be able to reach the pipe either, where
Right.
you have to hold on to.
In fact, if I remember right, they had all little kids, not little, but younger kids.
Yeah, I think if we wanted to do that, you'd have to have some an age group of competing against each other, and that way you wouldn't have adults competing against 13, 14-year-olds.
But it was fun. Well, to be honest, the 13, 14-year-olds were kicking us adults' butts.
Probably. They're a lot quicker.
in that human foosball. But it is a lot of fun. I would encourage people to sign up. Top 25 car show is from 10 until 2. You're over by Babe Nordmeyer Fields all the time, right?
Yep, right on the baseball field. They let us use the field, and the baseball team, Morristown Morries, they do the concession stand, so It can be, there's plenty of food and drink they have, because there's the RC demo going on, the volleyball, and now the human foosball and the car show all kind of in one area right at the baseball field.
Well, that's kind of cool that they're actually in one area.
Yeah, it's so it may seem a lot of things going on at once, but if you want to watch something for half an hour, you can go over to something else, move back and forth, and you don't have to walk very far.
Yeah, I like that. One of these days, well, I should say one of these years, I need to get over and watch that water-powered gristmill demonstration.
Yeah, and then the museum is open. It's down by the dam. You can actually see them grinding corn and to make flour. So, it's the whole process of what they used to do way back before you and I were born.
Yeah, that's a long time ago.
A few years.
Yeah, a few decades. 70 years for me in December. So noon until 5 is the water-powered gristmill demonstration, the museum opening. Demo Derby at the car show is at noon on Saturday.
Yeah, it's the RC Demo Derby. Did it last year. Had good attendance. It's quite interesting to watch. Again, it's a free event to watch if you're outside the fence. If you want to come inside, that's going to cost you, just like you're coming into the car show, because it's kind of part of the car show too. But there's plenty of bleacher space there. You can sit on the outside if you want to watch for free.
Well, that was an interesting tip that you just gave us, Steve.
Eat hot dogs and drink beer out of the Maury's baseball stand.
Well, there you go. Gee, that sounds like a good afternoon to me. Sign up for the kiddie tractor pull at 2:30 with the kiddie tractor pull under the tent at 3 on Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, it's always a big event. It draws a lot of kids. I don't know what to say, but I never get down to see it because it's always going on during the car show. But
sure.
I know they get a lot of kids for it. I hear good reports on it. A lot of kids like to try it.
That's the main thing. We're at Phil's coffee shop. We're in Morristown. Phil's on the computer.
Yeah, I think he spends a lot of time on the computer. Don't you, Phil?
He's on the computer.
Yeah, he does.
We got to get some people in there getting some coffee. Phil's getting kind of lonely over there.
I know. It's, 10 o'clock already? Most people have already had their coffee and gone off working.
Well, that's probably true. When I came in here, I must have chased them out. Phil's not going to let us come back here next year. They had a couple of full tables, and when they saw me setting up for a radio show, they were out the door.
And you couldn't get any of them to stay to talk on the radio?
No. Are you just kidding? No, I couldn't get any of them to stay. So anyway, we appreciate, again, Phil opening his doors so we can come in here and we don't have to fry outside. How many years did we fry outside?
Oh, yeah, quite a few. We'd sit right in the sun, and we'd always try to find shade, but
there's no shade over there.
Not right at this point of the day. Later on, it's kind of shaded. So.
Oh, it is.
And, yeah, the bank lot there where the
thinking
picnic tables are.
Plant a tree over there.
Yeah.
Provide some shade. Anyway, you have shade on your parade route.
All kinds of it along the parade route. Yeah, there's a lot of trees. People start putting their stuff out. Their chairs will be put out tonight, I'm sure.
I was just going to say that.
Come tomorrow. And they always got their favorite spots they want to get to.
Absolutely. All you can eat pork chop and fish at the American Legion is from 5 until 7:30 on Saturday night. It is delicious.
Yeah, that's all you can. We usually try to go all the time. It's all you can eat, pork chops and fish. You get full.
Yeah, it's good stuff, folks. Good stuff. 5 to 7:30. Street dance on Saturday. Smoke screen.
Yeah, we've got Smoke Screen again this year. They've been a really great band, doing us a good job. The commercial club gets our commercial club in town gets the profits from the band that night and the beer garden. All that money comes back into the community one way or another. You're either buying flags or buying new street banners or whatever it may be. A lot of the money, and we donate to WM scholarships, Boy Scouts, the Girl Scouts. There's a lot of things that we donate that money from. As a lot of it what we make on Dam Days weekend.
All right, so it's another good reason to come over for Dam Days. You benefit the Morristown community. Smoke screen, and again, no one under 21, right, Steve?
Yep, we've limited it again to nobody under the age of 21. It's only a $5 cover fee to get in. for all night, so it's fairly cheap.
Oh, that's a good deal, believe me. Sunday, it's an all-you-can-eat brunch breakfast at the Legion. I've eaten there a few times over the years, too. That's very good.
Yeah, it's all you can eat brunch, breakfast, the Legion. And Tony Lindahl, the manager there, they do a great job making food and everything. And I don't think you can go there. You shouldn't and go away hungry.
Oh, no.
You shouldn't go away hungry. You won't go away hungry because
it's all you can
really
eat.
Good.
It's $8.50 for adults, $4 for those 10 and under, so very reasonably priced. Preschoolers eat for free, it says here.
Yeah, the little preschoolers, they don't eat much, and it's just one thing that they do to, the parents, mom, dad can bring the young little kids, and they get to eat for free.
Yeah, fantastic. And there's an ecumenical worship service at the Peace Garden at Methodist Church at 10 on Sunday morning.
Yeah, that moved from last year. They decided to do it right next to the Methodist Church. Used to have it up in the yard by the mill, and we've ran into some bad weather and stuff, so they decided to move it to the Methodist Church right in the Peace Garden. That way, if there is a threat of rain or everything, they can just move right inside the church.
Oh, okay. Sounds cool. River's Edge Art Show next to the barbecue contest. Oh, I forgot about the barbecue contest at the park, 10 to 3 on Sunday.
Yeah, and that's run by Barb Bruins from town here. She runs her Barb's Frame and Custom Framing. She sets that up and gets all the artwork displayers and vendors.
So the barbecue contest is about that time too then? Or?
Yep, the barbecue contest starts at 1. They have the competition again. The barbecuers, the cookers are down there at 5, 6 in the morning on Sunday morning. Get their ribs, and then they can start cooking and putting on their whatever materials they're going to put on the ribs.
So are you a judge in that?
I am not a judge, no. I have enough stuff going on, so.
They bring in professional judges?
No, we don't bring in professionals. Just usually people that are around or we know they're going to be there. They usually try to ask some people ahead of time so they know that they're going to be there. It's just can be anybody.
I'll be darned.
And plus the queen and her all the 4 girls are judges also.
Well, that makes sense. Kiddie Parade is at noon. I missed that on Sunday. Kids games go on downtown. A button is required for that. Again, the buttons are $2. They're available all over town, right?
Yep. Most all the businesses have buttons.
Have them here at Phil's. You have them?
We got them at Nordmeyer at our shop. Old Town Tavern, the bank, Archie's. Usually all the businesses have buttons available.
There's a beanbag tournament.
Yeah, it's something new. It's out at Hiller's this year. Just required you to have a button. That's it. He's kind of running that tournament himself. Anybody that wants to play beanbags. So
yeah, 1 o'clock on Sunday. Kids Entertainment, the Teddy Bear Band, and they are terrific. Will be on the main stage 1:30 to 3:30 on Sunday.
Yeah, we've had a Teddy Bear Band for quite a while. It seems to go over really good. Our current people who run the kids' games and everything is the daycare operators, and they have decided to retire after this year. So we'll be looking for somebody to take over the kids' games and entertainment and stuff. So if you want to look and help out with kids' games, give me a shout or get a hold of me.
All right. And the baseball game, the Morristown Morries, the Waterville Indians, natural rivalry, 2 o'clock on Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, I think that's, I don't remember that we've played the Waterville Indians on Dam Days weekend. Usually it's Wells Wildcats or something. So
yeah.
It should bring a bigger crowd probably for Morristown, and you get a lot of Waterville people that come over and support their team also.
I'm thinking so. Bar bingo, the Morristown American Legion at 2. The duck drop race at the dam is at 4. The Freddie Justice Hypnotist Show is from 4:30 to 5:30 on Sunday. We're almost out of time here, Steve.
Pretty close. Yep. Freddie Justice, we've had him for a couple, 3 years. Is always great entertainment. Again, that's free to come on down. Our duck drop race, we drop the ducks in the river at 4 o'clock. Excuse me. Yeah. Still some tickets available for that. Only $5 to get your duck number, and race on down the river and see who wins.
So how many ducks do you throw in there?
We sell 1,000 tickets for that. And so all 1,000 ducks are dropped in the river at once, and whoever floats to the end gets the win. There's other prizes. Top prize is $1,000, but there's I can't remember now, 10 other prizes also maybe.
Some places have.
And then the night concludes with our $1,000 raffle ticket drawing at 6, so we hold on the main stage after the Freddie Justice show.
So, folks, you come over, you can have lots of fun, and you might get a little extra cash thrown in your pocket too if you come over to Dam Days. So, thanks, Steve. Appreciate it.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Make sure you come over to Dam Days, the 33rd annual Morristown Dam Days celebration this weekend, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday. Again, the parade's at 7 tomorrow night. You're in tune to KDHL-AM Faribault, Minnesota. And thanks again to Phil for letting us sit at Phil's Coffee Shop. I have to apologize once again to Phil for chasing people out of here. Gee, John, I can't believe it.